Non là côté. Tout le monde a venu là pour supporter Haïtiens qui a demandé pour renouveler TPS pour Haïtiens. Malgré mon champ en retard, parce que train à boss là pas facile pour me joindre.
There is another way. And maybe, like there is another way to tell time,
People coming to support Haitian people to renew the TPS for the Haitian so that they support
and the resurrected agency of international development
support à niveau
would work hand in hand. The TPS is sending more money
Haitian
to
neighbors.
their families. The schools with
There's a lot
children
of people coming to support the
make sure that
Haitian people.
maybe, just maybe, the resurrected USAID can work with the communities to build roads, to build schools, to build hospitals. This is my dream. I hope you will keep it in mind as you continue your very, very important action in part of our TPS neighbors, friends, brothers and sisters, co-workers. I was dragged out of mothballs to come here today, and I'm so happy that I did come. And I thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Father Jerry. Thank you, thank you. And we must dream together, right? We must dream. And one of our dreams for next week is that S4814 will pass to the Senate, right? Yes, right? Yeah. Congress must act now. Pass S4814 now to protect families, to protect our community, to protect our society. Pass S4814. Now, currently, we're going to move very fast. We have our dear Eva from from Eastern Bank Foundation, who has been on the call calling employers to support S4814. Welcome, Eva. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, and thank you so much for the opportunity to stand with you today. I represent Eastern Bank and Eastern Bank Foundation, and really pleased to be here to make the case that the future of the temporary protected status for TPS holders is not just a humanitarian issue, but it is an important economic issue whose impact will be felt by not only those with TPS, but by the businesses that employ them and the people of Massachusetts who benefit from their presence. We know that nearly 45,000 Haitian TPS holders currently live in Massachusetts. They are employed in every economic sector of the state, including serving and nurses' aid, home health care workers, retail employees, warehouse workers, food service workers, drivers, cleaners, construction workers, and small business employees. Removing these workers without a practical and thoughtful strategy will compound the negative impacts caused by the termination of the temporary protected status. In Massachusetts, for example, for the elderly will likely deteriorate quickly. Nursing care employees currently holding TPS vanish without a plan to support them and the people who care for as the administration begins to implement their TPS policies. Additionally, the business and governments of Massachusetts and all other states will face lasting economic damage to their tax base and revenue when the holders of TPS no longer contribute economically. According to estimates compiled by the American Immigration Council, Massachusetts TPS holders collectively earn more than $597.7 million annually, and they pay nearly $135 million in federal tax, local taxes, and generate approximately $463.5 million in spending power. Eastern Bank and Eastern Bank Foundation and other businesses, nonprofits, and foundations share all these concerns. We urge the administration not to act hastily, but rather work with the business community to ensure that they are all treated fairly, with thoughtfulness, even pragmatism, as their guide. All immigration decisions have immediate, real-world consequences. Our colleagues in the business community hope to make these consequences more bearable to those immediately affected and those who will be impacted in the future. So we urge Congress to act now. Thank you again for allowing me to make the business case for the thoughtful implementation of the future of TPS holders. Thank you.
Again. Pass S4814 now. Wonderful. We are done now. We're starting for you from TPS.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Charlene Malvo, and I serve as president of the Greater Boston Labor Council in California. On behalf of the 100,000 union members and their families across the region, we are here today to make perfectly clear that the labor movement stands in solidarity with the Haitian community and all immigrants throughout our great city. Yes, we do. The federal administration's anti-immigrant agenda seeks to pit working people against each other, but the Greater Boston Labor Council rejects the politics of that. Those who govern this hate spread information and try to deliberately confuse the issues. But at the heart of this matter, it is very simple. Very, very simple. Workers are immigrants. Immigrants are workers. We built this city, we built this country, and we are what make this country strong. We are appalled at the blatant disrespect for human dignity shown to immigrants across the country. This administration is trying to silence our movement, those who dare to speak up, but we will not be silent until we see all of our sisters and brothers and siblings treated with the respect and dignity we all deserve. And that's what's part of what makes the labor movement what it is. It's reminding each and every one of us that we are not alone. And it is about finding our humanity again and finding the courage to fight for it. We will keep fighting along the Haitian community and all our immigrants as we stand shoulder to shoulder in solidarity to show that there is power in this city, power in immigrants, and power in a union. So when I say union, you say power. Union! Union! When I say justice, you say now. Justice! Now! Justice! Now! When I say fight, you say win. Fight! Win! Fight! Win! Fight! Win! And that's what we need to do, and we will do that until we win. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Darlene, from the Greater Boston Labor Council, and for all of our unions who are standing with us today. 32BJ, Local 26, Painters, 1199. Thank you so much for being with us today. I have the pleasure of calling up Cindy Rowe, remarks from the Jewish Labor Social Action, and Rabbi Carol Glass.
Hey, thank you. We are here today because our friends and our neighbors are being threatened by a cruel and merciless federal government bent on destroying the moral fabric of our nation. And today is Tisha B'Av, the saddest day in the Jewish calendar, a day of communal mourning for the destruction of the first and second temples in ancient times and the destruction of the community surrounding those temples. Today, we come to this spot to mourn the destruction of our community and to speak in a unified voice, fueled by moral opposition and shared outrage at what we see our federal government doing right now. We know what happens when a government is allowed to scapegoat a group of people and to try to divide us, and we will not let that happen. Leviticus 19:16 tells us we cannot stand idly by when the well-being of our neighbor is being threatened. And right now, we are in a consequential and frightening moment when the well-being of our neighbors and all of us is not only being threatened, but is actively, methodically, consciously being decimated day by day. The Jewish community and all compassionate people of faith stand here in solidarity with the greater Boston Haitian and Syrian communities and all of our immigrant communities that are threatened by the assault on TPS. But we also know there is hope. Tisha B'Av requires that we mourn and reflect on tragedy, but we know that tragedy and destruction can be followed by rebuilding and healing. Just last week, we saw the power of people across the country turning out, not being silent, and having a huge impact. On Friday, Citizens Bank announced it would no longer fund the GEO Group and Core Civic, two for-profit prison operators that oversee cruel and abusive detention facilities for ICE. And we are hopeful that the Mass State Legislature will very soon send the PROTECT Act to the governor's desk. The forces that seek to divide us, to create a nation fueled by cruelty and bigotry, to cause our neighbors and friends to live with pain and fear and uncertainty, are not letting up, and neither will we. We are here today to say clearly and loudly enough for the federal government in Washington, D.C. and the Supreme Court to hear us say, not in our name. Not in our name. Not in our name. Thank you for being here, for your passion, your conviction, and your demand that this country treat every single person with dignity and respect.
Yes. Yes.
Hello, my name is Carol Glass, Rabbi Carol Glass. I'm currently retired, but I've served the Boston community for over 35 years. And my current involvement in volunteer work is with an organization called NBARC, which stands for Newton Brookline Asylum Resettlement Coalition, as well as I work on immigrant issues through TRUA, the Rabbinical Call for Human Rights. I've also been to the border in El Paso, Texas, and been on both sides between El Paso and Juarez, Mexico, and seen the behavior of our government officials there. It's an honor to be with you on at this podium. Thank you for being here. You probably can't see it, but I have a big torn hole in my shirt. That's intentional. In Jewish tradition, an intentionally torn piece of clothing is worn as a sign of grief and mourning. Today is the saddest day on the Jewish calendar. As you've heard, it's Tisha B'Av, the 9th of the month of Av. This day of fasting, prayer, and mourning practices commemorates a number of Jewish historic tragedies, most notably the pillage and destruction of the temple that once stood in Jerusalem in 70 of the Common Era. Our tradition holds that the temple was destroyed due to sinat chinam, loosely translated as unfounded, baseless dehumanization and disregard. The very place of our deepest spiritual and physical connection with God was destroyed because we as a people did not value each other. We did not see each and every human being for the precious gift that they are and that we are. And we acted as if some people were expendable. It seems that this is how the current administration and its supporters are acting, making decisions out of fear by spreading falsehoods and from a position of reflexive sinat chinam, baseless, unfounded hatred and disregard. We cannot, we must not allow this to continue. No. And we must fight as hard as we can to extend TSP for as long as it is needed. Jewish tradition also teaches that there is an easily accessible antidote to sinat chinam, to this freely given dehumanization and baseless disregard. That is ahavat chinam, love freely given without stipulation. That love and our embrace of the other can turn things around. It can result in a more unified and moral and gentle society for everyone. May this gathering and others like it across this land be a collection of loving hearts, even with our differences. Sinat chinam, unfounded, hurtful, irresponsible government officials must step out of their biases, out of their unfounded clinging to chinam, to baseless hatred, to jobs and power. They must step out of their fear of retribution and loss, and at the same time, may we sway them to step with courage, with conviction, and with compassion into a stance of ahavat chinam. May all those who are threatened by the potential loss of TPS be able to rest easier tomorrow night and for many, many more nights to come. May we be granted strength and wisdom to move those officials to step into a stance of ahavat chinam, unstipulated love and welcome and open-heartedness. May God be with you and protect you. Bon Jes Avezu. And if there's anyone here who speaks Arabic and can say, may God be with you in Syrian Arabic, I invite them to join. Unfortunately, my Arabic is very, very minimal. May God bless all of you and protect you. So may it be the will to come.
Thank you so much, Rabbi Glass, and thank you so much, Cindy Rowe from the Jewish Law and Social Action Alliance. Thank you for being here. We have 4 more speakers. We're going to be very quick. We wanted to make sure that we had all voices at the table to stand in solidarity with our immigrant community, and they're going to be very quick. So I'm going to invite up Moroni Minter on behalf of the Mirror Coalition and Brian Concannon on behalf of Institute for Justice and Democracy in Haiti.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here. I'll be very quick. My name is Moroni Minter. I'm with the Massachusetts Immigrant and Advocacy Coalition. And I have with me my son, so he will do most of the speaking. But I just want to quickly say that just a few weeks ago, Haitians around the world celebrated with immense pride as Haiti took the world stage in the FIFA World Cup. Unfortunately, it was a moment of hope, joy, national pride, but for many immigrant Haitian families here in the United States, that joy was painfully short-lived. So the decision to end TPS has replaced that celebration with fear. That decision does not only hurt Haitian family, it hurts Massachusetts because TPS holders are essential workers who keep our hospitals, nurse home, schools, and businesses running. And so I'll pass it to my son because he does have a message to send as well. Ezekiel?
Hi everyone, my name is Ezekiel and I'm 12 years old. I'm here today because this isn't about politics. My dad said I'm too young for that. It's about people I care about. All of my school bus drivers are Haitian. They are kind to me every day and they have become my friends. My favorite teachers are Haitian too. They care about me, they encourage me, and they make school a better place. Wow. I also play soccer with Haitian teammates. We go to school together, we practice together, and we cheer each other on. I know some of their parents are worried about what will happen if TPS ends. I don't want to lose my friends or my teammates because of the decision that doesn't seem fair. Haitian families are part of our community. They work hard, they take care of us, and they belong here. I want our government to do the right thing. Please pass S-4814 and protect Haitian families. I don't want to lose the people I look up to, and I want my classmates and teammates here. Thank you.
This is our future president, right? Yeah! Yeah, this is our future president. And those are the presidents that we need who can speak the truth with power.
That's a hard act to follow. Bonjour tout le monde. Hello everybody. Kijanouye. Kijanouye is Haitian Creole for how are you? And as we just heard, there's lots of different ways of answering it. One of my favorite is Naplite. Naplite is Haitian Creole for we're fighting. And Haitians use it a lot. Saying Naplite acknowledges the burdens Haitians have always been forced to carry. After emancipating themselves from slavery through an impossible victory, Haitians have had to fight every day for 2 centuries to preserve their emancipation against powerful people and governments threatened by Haitians' insistence on racial equality. Haitians paid a steep price for this fight, but their fight also brought emancipation to the rest of the Americans. Saying Naplite here in the United States acknowledges that Haitians have always had to fight to ensure that the promises our country makes of equality and the rule of law apply to them too. In fact, Haitians and their allies have been winning improbable victories at the Supreme Court for 40 years that have forced our government to treat immigrants from all countries more fairly. That progress was only stopped because on June 25th, a corrupt, racist Supreme Court betrayed the very promises of equality and the rule of law that Haitians have upheld and that the rest of us benefit from. Saying Naplite during the Trump administration acknowledges that Haitians have successfully fought against the president's openly racist efforts to remove them from this country since he first took office 10 years ago.
You want to say something? No.
A critical part of Naplite is the N. The N makes the response plural. We are fighting. The we starts with Haitians, but Haitians have been inviting allies who share their commitment to justice and equality and freedom into their struggle ever since Polish soldiers in Napoleon's army decided to defect onto the right side of history and join the Haitians. I think I can speak for Jeff, for Mayor Wu, and for many of us non-Haitians here in saying what a privilege, an inspiration, and an education it has been to be invited into Haitian struggle for justice. We all still have fighting to do. We need to complete the work that Representative Presley started with her discharge petition and help Senator Markey and Senator Warren convince their colleagues to join them in co-sponsoring S4814, which will extend Haitian TPS for 3 years. And please join me in promising Naplite. Naplite! We need to keep the fight. We need to fight to keep the administration's racist and self-defeating immigration policies on the public's radar screen. Naplite!
Naplite!
We need to fight for Haitians facing deportation in the immigration courts, in the press, and here on the streets. Naplite! Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Next, we have Janine Carrero on behalf of MCAN, and I'm also going to call up Jose Urayas on the behalf of the National TPS Alliance, because this isn't just about Haiti or Syria. This is about all of us. So Janine and Jose.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. MCAN, Massachusetts Communities Action Network, is a faith and values organizing group. At the core of our faiths, across most of our faith traditions, we have a belief that we don't just tolerate people, but we actually ensure that every person has the opportunity to belong and thrive. You've already heard that yesterday, temporary protective status was said by Missouri Senator Eric Schmidt. It was never meant to be permanent. I'm gonna agree with that. It wasn't. But the reality is, there was never a path created for people to move from temporary protective status to citizenship. The entire system is unjust and immoral. It is a system that has failed us and has denied permanence of Black and brown families from places like Haiti and other nations that have been shaped by racism and colonialism. And we have to ask ourselves what our laws are really saying about who belongs and who is valued. I myself come from a community where there's lots of folks who get to walk around day by day and not think about the fear of coming home as children and not having your parents there. The fear of walking down the streets and being kidnapped for the color of your skin or for the place that you were born. This is going to be a reality for folks moving forward, and we have an obligation and a responsibility as humans and as people of faith to step up now. Not when the crisis is at our door, but today, because the crisis already is. That is the thing I'm calling us into. Stand up, fight for every single one of our neighbors, demand change now. Talking is one thing. What we need is the courage that is found in action. So as you've heard over and over again, we need Congress to act now. We need them to act now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jose Urias, and I am a TPS holder from El Salvador, and also representing the National TPS Alliance and the Massachusetts TPS Committee. As a national TPS Alliance, we always stand with our brothers and sisters from Haiti. Since day one, with the first Trump administration, our National TPS Alliance, we stand with our brothers and sisters from Haiti. Our lawyers being using the courts, the lawyer who represent National TPS Alliance, we the one who put the first lawsuit to preserve TPS for our brothers and sisters from Haiti, from Nepal, from El Salvador, from Honduras, from South Sudan, Nicaragua, Cameroon, and Ethiopia, Yemen, Somalia, Syria, and we still standing with our brothers and sisters. So that's why we are asking the Congress to step up today and take actions today to pass the bill in the Senate. At the same time, we want to say thank you for the lawyer, Amy McLean, Jessica Bansal, and Águila Arándola. That's the lawyer who represents National TPS Alliance for 9 years. We've been doing this fight for 9 years, and we're still going to be doing today, tomorrow, and until we have the last minute we can breathe. Hope, we're not going to lose it. We're not going to lose hope. As a National TPS Alliance, as a TPS Committee of Massachusetts, also, we want the Congress and the Senate to take action now. For Haiti, from El Salvador. El Salvador, they already passed the threshold for the 60 days announcement. They already have passed that threshold. So that means Salvadorians, they're going to lose their status on September 9th. So we already are on that pathway. We have no answer. Our brothers and sisters from Honduras, Nicaragua, Nepal, and Venezuela, they lost their status 9 months ago. 9 months ago. Can you imagine surviving 9 months? Literally, they're going through their savings. They cannot afford to live here anymore. So that's the reason now we ask to our brothers and sisters, now we have to rally and support the American Promise and Dream Act too. That's that one. It's going to help all TPS holders as well. So we have to have plan B, plan A, right? So this is what it's about. Protect family, TPS holders from all the other countries. We have on Promise and Dream Act, we have 210 co-sponsors right now. So we are short 8. That way we can pass that in the Congress and go to the Senate. So we have to tell the Senate and Congress, we either A or B, just work and act now. Today is the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jose, for all of the work that the National TPS Committee does. I learned from all of you. Our last speaker is Pablo Ruiz from 32. 32 BJ is centered in this work and knows that immigrant rights are workers' rights and immigrant justice is worker justice. Thank you so much, Pablo.
Thank you, Counselor. Thank you to everybody who is here. My name is Pablo Ruiz. I am the Political Director for Service Employees International Union, Local 32, BJ. Our union represents 190,000 building service workers along the East Coast. That's from Miami to Boston. A subset of our members with TPS, numbering in the hundreds, live and work in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. Most are from Haiti and from El Salvador. They load bags onto planes at Logan Airport. They clean and secure buildings across Greater Boston. Their contributions to our state and nation are incalculable. I join with our partners here today to express outrage and grief at the Supreme Court decision to give the Trump administration nearly uncheckable power to upend the lives of all TPS recipients. As a result of that, we all know what could happen within weeks, days, maybe even hours. But that does not mean that we stop fighting. It means that we must shift our tactics. 32BJ was a party to the lawsuit, which just 2 days ago paused the July 22nd termination of work authorization for countless Salvadorians. Whatever country they are from, we are telling our members to contact us if they are being told that their work authorization is ending. We know that the administration must wait for a lower court to act before officially ending TPS from Haiti. We also know that many employers are letting people go and that we cannot always stop them. That is why we must demand that every US Senator look at what is happening right now and commit to passing S-4814, a bill that would save Haitian TPS until this administration is gone for good. Of course, we also must protect TPS for recipients from every nation, as well as all immigrants, whatever their status may be. That's why we also urge members of Congress to immediately support the Dream and Promise Act, which is moving towards a discharge petition with historic speed. In addition, we also urge support of legislation such as Senator Padilla's registry bill, that's S-2468, which provides a path to citizenship for all long-term residents, whatever their status. Finally, we must work to elect leaders. We must work to elect leaders who see the need for these laws, people who understand that a key part of America's greatness is that it is a nation of immigrants. We are committed to doing all that we can to defend the dignity and the rights of immigrants until one day we all win this fight for them and for our nation together. Because when we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Pablo. I'm going to continue that. When we fight, Cuando luchamos, les nous bataille. Thank you so much, everyone. Formally closing us out will be Randolph Town Councilor Natasha Clerget and Executive Director of Association of Haitian Women in Boston, Colleen Desiree.
Thank you so much for being here and, for staying till the end. A round of applause for all of you. Now, we want to say in the next few weeks will depend on you a lot. We need for everyone to pose an action to ensure that S4814 passes. You all know people from so many different states. We need for you to connect with friends, family, colleagues to push S48 forward. Now, 2 chants. We're going to say, si se puede, nous capables. Si se puede, nous capables. Yes, we can. Si se puede, nous capables. Yes, we can. Si se puede, nous capables. Dernier check là, c'est TPS today, residency tomorrow. Faut nous suspendre. À question temporary. Faut nous suspendre. So we say TPS today, residency tomorrow. Again, TPS today, residency tomorrow. Again, TPS today, residency tomorrow.
Good afternoon, everyone. Since they left, the best for last, of course. My name is Natasha Clerget. I'm a consul at large from Randolph, Massachusetts. I want to say thank you to the media, Mario Haché, the pioneer of the Haitian media, for being here and carry our voice beyond Boston Plaza, City Hall Plaza. Thank you. So I'm going to ask everybody to come. You came to show Haitian love. So come, everybody. Bring the love. All of you. And in front of those cameras who said for us, we're going to give the message. And Dr. Gabeau, your voice is more powerful than I. Okay?
Okay. Come on. Closer.
Everybody.
Because we want the voices to be
Look at that.
the little ones, the big ones.
Yes, come.
All right. So, we need the voices, right? Yes.
Tell them
Yes.
Mama. Come here.
All right. So, we're going to say together, Congress must act now. Let's say it. Congress must act now. Again. Congress must act now. Again. Congress must act now. Now we're going to say pass S4814 now. Pass S4814 now. Again. Pass S4814 now. Again. Pass S4814 now. And the last one is that we belong here. We belong here. Again. We belong here. Again. We belong here. Thank you so much, everyone. May God bless you. May God bless you. Thank you.
Bon, yo fini là, c'est là nous te wè te grand pile étranger, qui te vini, un pile étranger qui te vini, en pile c'est accompagné dans le travail yo, qui te vini pour être capable de venir supporter, pour demander pour yo renouveler TPS pour Haïtiens yo. C'est ça nous c'est grand pile étranger et nous capables de dire et c'est ça et nous capables de dire nous avons gagné un pile étranger qui est venu supporter. Et nous connaissons des messieurs ces jours de TPS. À travail fini, à couper pour les Haïtiens. Et bien, dans le Sénat, nous avons et sénateur et Massachusetts, Boston, a goumé dans le Sénat ensemble avec député Ariana kap goumen pou wè si yo ta renouvle TPS pour Haïtien. Et c'est ça. Madame est venue en état, mais vraiment ça va petit. Après, été tombé, mais nous connaissons qui vient ça. C'est
No, it's not good.
At least you can show it. Yeah. Don't let them back around it, but next time they'll simple.
Wable di anyen, mwen se radio Tête pour les TV, mwen sur YouTube, sur Facebook, do you have something you want to say about? I know you come in to support the Haitian people.
Yes.
So what you want? What?
We're just facing a very cruel federal government right now who thinks they don't have to treat people with dignity and respect. And we're here to say that we have to treat our community members and our neighbors with all the dignity and respect that they deserve. Our neighbors, our Haitian, Syrian, they are people with all kinds of TPS status, and they are part of our community, and we have to stand up for them.
So what do you think about the Senate? Do you think something can happen in the Senate?
We have to hope something can happen in the Senate, and we have to work to make sure that it happens in the Senate.
Okay, thank you very much.
Pass S4814 now!
Yes. Yes. Wow.
Send it to me. Send it. I was scared for you guys because my son was beating down.
For some reason, actually, it wasn't bothering me.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't put on too much makeup, so and also, I was actually surprised. I don't know if I'm looking very good. That's what happens. I get like really
I thought City Council là. Mais au cas d'un bagay avec oui. So do you want to say, thank you for coming to support? Do you want to say something?
And I'm here because of Pastor Kiki, and I'm also Jewish, so I know that this is an incredibly important day, and this is my friend.
Yes, that's a good friend.
Yes, we are. We have children. To say in the public schools, the Boston public schools together.
Really? Wow.
And then, okay.
So now we're fighting together.
We fight there. Always.
with the Haitian community.
Okay.
Always.
So what do you think about the Senate? You think something can happen in the Senate?
I think there's hope. I do. I think when people realize they're older, I know there's a lot in the paper now about how younger people should run, but older people know who's going to take care of them. It's the Haitian immigrants.
Yeah. That's right. She's right.
Ou ka di sa en créole pour
Eh bien,
nous
que c'est espoir, nous pas perdre espoir du tout. Parce que les n'a regardé moun qui finit grand moun yo. Oui, yo allé pour les assos l'autre génération qui fini. Mais qui laisse qui prend tes care moun ça yo grand moun yo. Parce que m'crois là une déclaration que une personne a fait. Il dit côté lié la Kalia haïtienne Gabeau qui peut là, yo qui peut très bien. Si jamais yo t'a mauvais pour la nation monde, faut yo bali 2 chambres, une pour les, une pour haïtien Gabeau qui peut là.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Oui. Okay. Okay, thank you. Merci.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny when it shook out in the Supreme Court that on arguing. You know, Ira Kirsten? Yeah, Ira said, Ira and I had been litigating to interim that may be did on the East Coast and y'all did on the West Coast. Ira said, you know, it's like it's appropriate that the two people who've been at this
Dr. Gabeau. Et
pour le téléphone, pour nous connaître qui ça a fait pour lui. Yes.
Et Dr. Gabeau, c'est Radio Tête Collée TV. Nous connaissons moins. Premièrement, m'a dit on mérite un pile, on va dire compliment, mais on mérite un pile force.
Oui, nous besoin de force, un pile courage. Yes, exactement.
Pour le travail qu'on fait. Eh bien, qui sont dit haïtien capteur de yo là, parce que moi-même personnellement, je connais un pile monde qui panique.
Oh yeah, nous comprenons ça. Nous toujours dit, pas jamais décourager. Pas paniquer parce que découragement pas mener aucun côté, panique pas mener aucun côté. N'a kembe dans bataille là, n'a suivi formation, n'a fait exactement ça qu'on fait. Pendant ce temps, n'a prié tout pour mon Dieu capable de faire grâce. Donc ça comme tu dis moun pas décourager parce que à soir dormir nous c'est pas contre qui ça cap venir. Donc mes seul bagaille faire ça pour nous faire. Aller voir un avocat rapidement et puis toujours un plan de préparation pour la famille, just in case. Mais nous ne pas décourager, nous ne pas abandonner pour ça parce qu'on a une bataille et puis dans la bataille, il faut gagner quand même. D'accord.
Hier, nous avons regardé un sénateur républicain lui-même qui était rejeté.
Oui.
Et qui ça vous pensez? Qui espoir ouais qui gagne dans le Sénat?
Eh bien, Sénat, à cause de même j'ai passé pour mieux discharge petition sur les batailles sans mener. Tout le monde dit pas de espoir, mais nous arrivons à passer. Nous avons fait même bagarre pour le Sénat, nous avons continué la bataille, nous avons Washington DC, nous avons frappé porte chaque sénateur pour make sure que nous signature parce qu'il n'y a pas de choix. Il n'y a pas qu'à virer d'eau by tout le monde ça. Donc il faut que nous bataille. Donc même si vous avez rejeté, c'est toute sa stratégie qu'on a fait jusqu'à ce que vous preniez conscience pour faire ça qui est bien. Malheureusement, nous ne pouvons pas arrêter.
Oui, merci un peu.
Mais Kébéla, pas la guerre.
Oui, ok, merci, Dr. Gabeau. Oui. Oui. Oui, ça c'est nous connaissons City Council nous et
bonsoir tout le monde, c'est Ruti Louis Jeune moi là, je dis à n'a lutté chaque jour pour communauté haïtienne, pour communauté monde qui est TPS, nous connaissons que bataille là pas facile, mais et puis nous connaissons chemin pas facile, mais nous connaissons avec bon Dieu tout possible. N'a pas fait tout ça, nous pas capable pour si monde qui est avocat, n'a lutté pour congrès pour action. Donc nous pas blaguer aucun monde, n'a kembe et puis n'a quoi qui je nous avancer ensemble.
Oui, merci en ville. OK, kembe femme. Oui. Bon, c'est comme ça nous gagnons Dr. Gabeau, nous parlons avec plusieurs monde et bah connaît Pasteur Kiki. Pasteur Kiki dit un mot.
Yes, Andrea, tout à l'heure, on a fait photo ensemble avec Jeff.
Ah, OK.
Yeah. Après ça, on va la faire.
Oui.
TPS, those White House dates were standard, right? They would give between 6 and 18 months to, quote, allow for an orderly transition, and they're just not doing it.
So nous gagnons un peu de monde qui vient supporter. Nous allons demander moun ça c'est pas bon mot vle di.
Oh, thank you for fighting every day.
Every day it's a fight. Every
Thank
day we out
you
here.
for supporting. So do you want to say something?
Pas de problème.
Il a parlé créole, Bassim.
Petit créole.
Ok, oui.
Nom c'est Emily.
Oui.
Moi, je travaille avec Woodsie Louisiane. We're always going to keep fighting for the Haitian community.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to do this work. So thank you for being here. Merci, Anpil.
Ok, merci bien.
Emily. My thing is protect the workers. Immigrants belong here. We're fighting TPS. All the
And okay. So you know the Haitian people, they working very hard. So
always.
Yes, always. So okay, thank you for your support. All right. Wable di rien?
On souhaitait vivre la passer. On va faire retourner. On souhaitait retourner ici pour jouer une bonne chance. On souhaitait y aider. Et puis il y a des gars jeunes qui nous aident.
Oui. Ok, merci. Ouais. Ok. Et là, nous avons fini parce que nous connaissons tout le monde. Nous avons dit tout le monde merci pour le bagage. Nous avons fait des interviews et puis rester branchés sur la vidéo. Bye bye.